Well, they are all done. Now underway is NA West. As you see, that start time of 7 p.m. Eastern. Now on the board. As you know, top 25 here in the format earns you 3 points. Top 15 earns you 5 points. Top 5 earns you 7 points. A Victory Royale, 10 points. And Dr. Lupo, every single elimination you get is plus 1 point. As we head into Prizing, you see exactly the difference here. $2 million this week.
Jack,
$2 million is a lot
of money, Jack.
Yes, it is. And I would like $2 million, please, Epic, as we keep going.
You are not good enough to get it, Jack. We do have the qualifying spots remaining. Remember, this is the last week of solos. 8 for Europe, 6 for NA East, which we've seen so far. Asia, Brazil, and Oceania as well. And the last region for the day, for the weekend, 4 solo qualifiers thus far. NA West. Get up 2 spots right there.
2 spots, that is it. What is it, 98 positions. 2 remain. Who will get them in the end? As you know, the top 3,000 compete here today. We've been using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup as we do every weekend to see your guys' thoughts in the day. Some pretty wacky questions for you guys up to this point. Not sure exactly what to expect from this, but here we go. I'm really enjoying the Fortnite World Cup. Can't wait to see who comes out first today. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Thank you, Hunter. Appreciate that. I genuinely think at Zekimus Prime is such a good caster. I never hear him mess up on words or say something dumb. That's a paid actor. Kato, Fortnite World Cup. Yes! Love all that stuff and beautiful artwork right there. Here's my Bright Bomber, unfinished artwork, hashtag Fortnite World Cup. I'm looking for Sundown's Twitter. Is that even his name? By the way, he's the best. Also paid actor. JD, so we'll go ahead and get you linked on up with him. So, Discord, we have a great interview.
We do indeed, Jack. You're ridiculous.
I don't know. It's just what I had to do. But no, we have an interview coming on in here. Can we say hello? I believe it's Aspect.
Hello.
Aspect, what's going on, brother?
Up?
How are you?
What's up, man? I'm fantastic.
Are you playing out of your kitchen right now?
I'm in a house with with Animal, who's my teammate, and then Kearney, who's another competitive player in Philadelphia right now. We're all set up in like the kitchen living room area.
Jack is extremely jealous of how close you are to the fridge.
Yes, I am.
I can roll over to it. It's pretty nice.
This is 200 IQ right here. Now
Jack's
this is
actually going to change his setup better to mirror this.
This is how you keep yourself composed. Now, Aspect, you're someone that we've seen competing in Fortnite for so long. You broke it on through. You made it happen. What was the preparation like for this week?
We got here last week before the duo started, and the 3 of us have just been playing 24/7 arena, everything that we possibly can just prepare for this weekend, and it paid off.
It absolutely did. I can say it paid off in many different ways, but now you're qualified for the biggest stage. Obviously, people have dreamed of making it here. In your opinion, what worked for you today that made this possible?
I won my fight on spawns when they really needed to, and I just had really good internet connection, and that helped a lot. Like, I was just able to take people's walls. Like, a lot of things that really needed to go right went right.
What's up, Katie?
Exactly. A lot of people's answers. The things you need to go right do go right. You can't complain with that one too much. Now, when you found out you made it, who'd you tell first? What was your reaction?
All of my bros in my bro cord. I was in a channel of like at least 10 of them, just screaming, and then I called my mom and my dad, my grandparents, and obviously the people that I'm living with right now.
They found out too. I'm sure it was the screaming that gave it away. That's too awesome. Now, Aspect moving forward, we've obviously got, you know, the Pro-Am coming up that I think a lot of people are excited to watch. We've got the duos, then New York City, the World Finals event. Have you ever been to New York City? How excited are you?
I was to New York when I was like 7. I'm really excited to go. Really excited. I'm going. My sisters and my dad's gonna be there. It's super fun. I'm gonna meet all my friends. all my bros IRL. It's gonna be a great time, and I'm gonna win like $2 million.
Oh, there we go. I love the confidence.
I was literally gonna ask. I said you have your family coming. All these people are gonna fly out to New York to see you play the Fortnite World Cup. What's your prediction and how you're gonna do it? I think $2 million is easy.
Hey,
right there.
It's a good weekend of Fortnite, I think, if you wind up making it. Aspect, it's great to hear from you. I'll give you the floor. Any shout outs you want to do? Shout out your social media. Let us know.
I will say I only qualified today because I used code SEND-ASPECT in the item shop.
Nice.
My Twitter is AspectFN_ on Twitter. Make sure you follow that. I need followers. I need the impressions, please. My Twitter is AspectFN. I mean, my Twitch is AspectFN. You should follow that too because I am an alpha male. And yeah.
Love that Aspect. Congrats again, brother, and we'll definitely be seeing more of you soon. Keep practicing and good luck. Have fun in the final couple weeks. Folks, that is Aspect there. Absolutely great to see. Awesome, dude. As now we take a look, our next thing we're going to go through before we get to our games, where we currently stack up in NA West.
The last region, Jack.
That's it.
All of it's on the line, and at the top they're already qualified.
Okay, peak is
but
always
holding first place, Jack. You can't deny it. You can't push them out of the spotlight. World Best Gaming Pika all the way up here, 31 points. Barely a lead. I mean, we're only a couple games through thus far, 2 or 3 across the entire. Well, we've seen up here a number of times.
Yes. And Harrian's actually was who got first, I believe, yesterday in the NA West qualifiers, or was up there throughout the day. So stacked standings as you'd expect, but our games are ready. We're ready to get into the action. NA West, we're not the casters, begins right now, folks. Let's welcome in our casters, Zeke and Sundown. Gentlemen, take it away.
Thank you so much, Courage. It's crazy that we decided to put the taco shop that close to Courage. Something could have gone terribly wrong. I'm Zeke. This amazing man next to me is Sundown. We are getting ready, guys. The final opportunity for a lot of these players to qualify here in NA West.
The last chance, 2 more qualification spots up for grabs. You're going to need that mental toughness in order to clutch it out, but the matches are ready, so let's get right on it. Enough of us. You want to see the Fortnite action. We want to see the Fortnite action. And again, if you're playing on Sunday, we have the opportunity to hop into your game. So if you see any of your friends out there or they do anything cool, let them know.
I watched this did before.
Drop it to them on the social medias, as Monster might say, and then get into the games. You can also watch live in client. There's a nice little bar right there. You can see just over an hour and 45, so nearing the halfway mark as Sol 9 just blows up Retake Impact with a nice little gatekeeping angle there, and he finds Swiftlink as well. He's gonna try and double back over to get the shadows. Opts not to, just pops the launch pad and gets out of dodge.
Now don't forget, guys, if you've watched Fortnite competitive before, you know exactly how dense this lobby is, and this is not surprising. If this is maybe your first few times, expect to see, as we hop into these games, these lobbies with potentially over 50 people, right? Especially over here on West. This is it. Last chance to try and rack up points and secure one of the 2 qualifying spots on the line for West. So now it's all about what can I do? What can I do to get as many points? So how far can I get in placement? Can I get top 25? Once I get there, what's the next step? Top 15? Can I pick up elims along the way? Every single thing, every decision these players make is going to affect the standings. The leaderboards will shift, and it will dictate ultimately who will be going and punching their ticket to the finals in New York City. You know, it's stressful. It's stressful.
I mean, it's stressful for me, indeed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I talk about this being sweaty, I've applied deodorant 3 times so far today, and I'm just casting.
It's like 15 people.
Like, it's been absurdly hyped,
30,
yelling at a number of plays. The flint knocks that have been broken out, just nuts all over the place, inspired by with a good drum gun spray over there. Antidote also getting taken down. But the action today
really
has
laggy.
been so absurdly close and intense from top to bottom. Everyone has elevated their game across every region, and the question that we want answered is who will have those last 2 spots. Also, one other thing I want to touch on right before we fully focus on the West. Aspect when he came onto the scene initially, was younger than 16 when that was the previous competitive age. And he had tweeted out, God, only a couple weeks separates me from winning tens of thousands of dollars. You know what? 16th birthday comes through, gets into the fall skirmish, wins the very next event a couple days after, and then goes on to cement himself as one of the favorites. However, from that point on, it really fell off during the start weeks of the World Cup. So it had to have felt great to get in the last match, get to 60, hold on for an hour, and see yourself in New York City. Brilliantly done from Aspect, one of the original veteran on the scene. Again, congratulations. But as I said, East is in the books, and we're on to the best of the West in here with Zaytan as he pushes into the box and picks up PTO Quake, getting close to that first placement threshold of top 25 for 3 points. You see Zaytan has one heck of a loadout on him.
The single shadow bomb, a slurp juice, that combat shotgun, the tactical AR with almost 500 rounds. Zaytan is ready. He's looking to take engagements, especially with the slurp, right? Even if he does get chipped into his HP, he can use that slurp to top himself off. We just hit top 25. This is huge. Those first 3 points coming in is going to make a difference. Now, don't forget, every elim is a point. So right now, Zaytan is looking at 5 points if he was eliminated right here. Now, of course, he wants more. He's still hungry. He's looking for that victory royale. You see players trying to rotate here with the backs to the storm. He's going to look for picks if he can. One's going to get caught. The edit there, the door. Hello, welcome to the world, Twinkies.
Not going to survive the apocalypse there. Twinkies does get taken down. Zaytan, however, in one of those tight little box situations. Oh no, he metroed himself. He metroed himself. He's stuck in there. Cannot move. This is what kept Metro from qualifying in week 7. Can Zaytan push himself back out? And he is. He's good. Out, no problem. Top 15 now as Tavern picks up Zucchini. Spelled all the way out. Appreciate that. Making our lives easy there. As Zaytan now 4 elims, top 15. 9-point game so far. Inspired Ride picks up Muddy Is Me, and we get closer to the top 10. Player just on the outside of the box, and Zaytan recognizes it, has the slurp going, gets a ramp placed inside of his box, and he's like, nope, I'm out.
That could have been disastrous, man, that shadow bomb play. But it's okay, Zaytan's recovered. And again, he did hit top 15. 5 total points of placement, 4 in eliminations, looking 9 points in a single game. This is massive. 4 players see to fall, and he makes top 5. This could be another round of placement points. He's going to go try for the edit. It fails, unfortunately, but here we go. Immediately. Zedek?
I think it's Zedek. Not positive there.
Okay. The X's always confuse me. Edit there, going to be shut down, but look at this. Look at the incline. Right now, Zaytan makes a smart play using the shadow bomb to Billy go for Mr. Savage's way up before everyone else.
5 players remaining now, so we're into the last placement threshold. Rizzle goes down. Here's Old Man Mountain. You see Saul desperately trying to get around it. Oh, but Inspired opts to take a shot with his assault rifle. Can he find anything? Looks like it's just going to be a straight up 1v1. No, the zone back over. Inspired. No, gets ticked out right before. So now straight up 1v1. Zaytan versus Tavern. Tavern on no builds pushes out, and Zaytan from the high ground. We saw him. He was only on the 2 elims when we hopped on board. Picks up 4, gets the high ground, and the victory royale up to 28 points after his 2nd match. Well done. And
I mean, him using that shadow bomb to just make the rotation early, these are the things you have to do, especially when trying to navigate around a mountain. He immediately said, look, I know what's going to happen here. Everyone's going to get trapped down below. I just need to get up there and establish myself. Everyone has to then come to me. I'm going to just sit here and gatekeep. It works in his favor. Victory all going his way. But of course, more action on deck. Next game, again, we talk about these dense lobbies. 45 people. 20 people need to be eliminated before we hit round of placement points, and this is Storm Circle 5.
Storm Circle 5, so it's in that overlapping zone. You can see it in the bottom right-hand corner. The blue circle indicates where the current safe zone is. The white circle indicates where the new one is. So all the players who are already inside that next white circle will have priority on shooting everyone else who has to rotate in. Psycho is one of those guys who has a gray AR as well as the legendary hand cannon. So decent pressure potential, but not the best in the world. You do see Harrians over there on the side, or Snorre, name spelled backwards. You have Psychic over there in the bottom right, as well as Technique on the lower half of Psycho. Going to continue to just pour shots into people. Has a pretty good angle and is very well covered, so shouldn't be threatened here. It just kind of wants to wait out until the zone closes. You can see it coming in now.
Ooh, someone's in the box!
And that was Keaton, who got taken down. It looks like he was just a box square above, but that's going to give Psycho a ton of mats. Shadows, Rift to go, Baller. What more could you want in terms of rotation? That was a gift from above.
That is so unfortunate. I believe the player was edited down, right? It all happened so fast. There's my cousin, LG Prime there, as a fellow Prime. Harryon's here, or Snorri. He likes to spell his name backwards. That actually got me yesterday. You called it out. You know, I feel like I kind of like this too because it makes sense with a capital H at the end.
Yeah, it's the capital that got me, because like that used to be a very big thing in a couple of the other competitive games that I played before. Is people when they would go to like major LAN events or even just local ones, would spell their name backwards, and then Centro gets utterly abused. Not going to put that clip on YouTube as Harrians picks that up, and he has a full little shop down there. I mean, he could just be hanging out. You see the Storm Surge warning come on through. If you are unfamiliar with Storm Surge, the way it works, if you have not been dealing damage to opposing players, just been super passive, maybe hanging out the ball on the low ground or in a 1-by-1 the whole time, you will be punished. Inactivity is not something that will be granted when there's this many players who are left. It's 10 damage per tick as it comes through, and Harrians again goes to put the traps up. His Baller does get eaten by it, but Jaime Okami gets taken down. He's going to be okay with that. Has the Rift as well in case he needs to get out of dodge tool, but there's a player directly behind him. Rift right now. Yep, there you go. Takes him with you, and he's just going to get back into the center zone. You actually saw he pulled 2 other players with him outside the one. They were just in shadow.
Very tough spot right now. 45 effective HP. He's going to have to burn the campfire, but this is going to tell the entire lobby. Lobby, I am in critical condition. Please leave me alone. Let's just play fair here. But look at this. Everyone's scrambling, trying to get themselves to safety. Psychic's already poised himself in a great spot, posted up. Now look up above. We got a bunch of billiards in play. Look at this, though. Harrians. The double launch pad. Now he's going to rotate back. I believe that's probably the smart thing to do. All right, he's just saying, look, I'm just going to keep this one by one over. I'm just going to use this as my defensive tool if need be. Okay, I believe that was a geyser here. Gonna just mess with people. Gonna send them into the skies. Okay, Harrian's gonna get a new position now. There we go. Top 25 just hit Psychic. Finds Roman is 14. Picks him up, sends him back to the lobby. I mean, look, Harrian's has a fantastic loadout. The 8 rockets, the minis, the launch pad, the combat shotgun, the tactical AR. He's ready to just take this lobby by storm.
Yeah, but he needs to find the space to use it, and that's going to be a play right there. Gets Rubizzle with the direct impact, and then gets SX Beast with the collateral damage, knocking the build down and causing the fall. Can he find the connection? He does. Drops that player down. Will it connect for an elim? No, not going through. Must have been some form to save it, but all of a sudden he's up on the high ground looking down on the rest of the lobby. Harrian's up top. Technique right next to him goes for the take. Harrian's hits the first combat shot, and now we'll look down to the low ground as you see a number of rifts, and the geyser. 2 rifts go up, geyser go up. Everyone's up in the sky. Cue the circus music as we're about to hit top 15. Who will be the player? Psycho trying to take away the high ground. Instead, opts to edit down and begins his waterfall. 1-2, plays the floor. Instead, drops down, and Dankies gets ripped.
Man, that geyser just really caused so much havoc, allowing people to reset when they needed to. We're in top 15. More players are being eliminated. Just look at the spread here. Psycho there needs to get in. He's going to take down the zone technique and critical vision. Harrion sending rockets up above, just messing with people's builds, and Psycho gets shut down. Psycho, this is huge. And look, he's got the 2 slurps, 2 launch pads, 2 campfires, 3 half shields. You can't really use the half shields. You're not going to be given the 4 seconds. But wishful thinking there. 80, double 80, 136. Headshots, free Psycho. This is what you need. Especially Sundown right here. One more player needs to go down. Top 5. Harry Hunt with more rockets. It looks like Voice and Technique are going to be blown up.
Harrian's picking up a nice double there. Now you have Psycho in your top right, Harrian's in your bottom right. Psycho on 19 points, Harrian on 22. Psycho takes that one away from him, both shooting the same target, but now Psycho looking straight down on Harrian's. He doesn't realize! Harrian's doesn't realize he was right on top of him, but he blocks him off. Now Harrian's has high ground control, but both of them as Psycho falls down. Harrian's not snoring there. He says, wake up, I've been up for a while. GG, ba 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 da da da. Carrion's great victory royale, up to 27 points, the top spot out of the semifinals. Can he do it today? That's the question. We're in NA West. The action doesn't stop. The games are going live. If you want to check it out in client, you can click that watch live tab, or you can pull up the leaderboards yourself, check out your favorite player, and just get the matches going. Not sure how you'd be able to be in the client hearing me and not know the watch tab was there. Didn't quite think that one through, but now Jaylee, good stink, and then also takes that ball away. He says no rotatos for you as he boxes himself up, has his own baller, a stash of shields, bunch of stinks and shadows, as well as zone fire.
Man, I'm still... Well, mouse gets picked off there. I'm still reeling from that last game.
It was fantastic, but one thing I want to talk about, rather than going back to last game, just right there, you saw how it looked like he shot him through the stair. If a build is yellow, that indicates that there is a player or something currently phasing through it that is causing it to not complete building. This means that projectiles and other things will continue to pass through it until it gets built. Both the shots going through there. Well done from Jaylee. Now on board with phases Jarvis, the player who in week 7 was just 2 points out of qualification. The controller lord out of the West ended up taking home the Fortnite Friday with Phase Tilt just this past weekend. Can he add a World Cup qualification spot to his resume? He desperately wants to, sitting right now on 25 points.
We're about to hit Storm Circle 6 as well. And again, another dense lobby, 41 players. We started on about 45, and it's been thinned out just a little bit here. Now look at this. We have to begin making rotations through Neil tilted. Chef Shaba there going to be picked up by Jarvis, his 3rd elimination. And there's still 39 players left in this lobby that potentially could just be food for Jarvis. Look at this, man. Shoulder to shoulder, 1-by-1s. People separated by a single build. Jarvis, all right. I like the impulses to reposition. And he's going to be able to put a little wood there as well. Okay, I like it.
Yeah, impulses can be a little risky. You don't necessarily always know where you're going to land, but with all of these player-based structures over here, it gets him into the center of zone and allows him to spray shots back down the rest of the lobby, hitting a couple of tags there. You can see the Storm Surge warning on the right-hand side. 3 more players need to go down. Kicks does get converted over by the Storm. Jarvis now opting for the impulse play and catching himself on top of the builds. Immediately turns, saw that player, knows he's a tarp above or in shadow form now, drops the edit, and he's going to work back through the Burger Tower.
Okay, I like this too, because if you're using builds, you expose yourself. Or you could not use a build and hide in a little corner here. This is what makes Neil Tilted so dangerous. We see players just all the way around. We're at 28 players. This lobby is going to continue to thin out because everyone is scrambling right now, trying to get themselves to safety. Jarvis, look at him though, still on effective HP. He's trying to hunt this player down. He wants this elimination. Flick shot comes out, nothing connects. Now he's got the beat on the player. He knows where this player is, and he's just trying to lock it up.
26 players left, and you also notice he kept ducking out into the storm, trying to catch that player, not covering his back, but was well enough. Gets directly on top of Papo Anthony. You can run, but you can't hide. Jarvis is inevitable. He will find you, and that's a big swing for him now on an 8-point match, 5 elims and top 25, but Little takes out Wheels, another fantastic contender. We saw him and Jarvis just pickaxe the ball out into the storm. That's going to be storm damage, and actually huge strat. If you are out of builds or have nothing to do against the ball or don't have a boogie, pickaxe it, send it out in the storm, and then just shoot it out. It's 10 damage that goes off there. If they think they're safe and they're not going to pop out, get the opportunity. However, it is risky. They can pop out and shoot you back. Most of the time, they do want to play passive. We've seen a couple of those go through. It's 900 IQ, but right now, Jarvis is trying to be 900 IQ. Gets pulled up into the rift. No shots coming out from everyone as the dives begin to go out. A number of umbrellas are pulled since we're at top 18. Players just want to stay in the lobby. Vinny gets
he gets high ground. Yes, dive in. There you go. Connects with it. That was beautiful.
He needs to get back in the zone. Oh, he does. He finds a nice little pocket, and now he has that high ground priority, Zeke, like you just called out.
Someone goes with a challenge. It's Blitz the fire.
Just ruined it.
And Dude, just outside top 15.
That's so rough when you put in that much time, but he's gonna be okay with that. Still a double-digit performance there out of Jarvis. Now Blixafire drops down onto a little girl trying to get out and over around the side. No, that's not who's playing. That's his name. As we check over into the mid-tarp, you've got World Cup Deuces trying to manifest that positive energy, doing everything he can. We've seen him in these lobbies before, but Barrow is trying to have a say about it. The duo qualifiers wanting a solo spot desperately, and Arkham trying to get one of those as Spicy gets picked up on the way down. Barely even a reaction. I didn't even see him there right out of the side, but Arkham gonna keep working down. Has the uncommon attack, notices the player in that baller right next to him. He does drop out. Can he create the distance? And he does. Deuce is still in as he gets little. Twinkies picks up Spiky, and Localist goes down. So we're closing in on the top line. You see the trap on the ceiling. Arkham gets 2 tags and now needs to pickaxe his way through. Can't go that way. Knows there's a trap and he finds Jay Lee.
Navigating this building, the technical savvy, the ability to remain calm. Arkham, you are a legend, but look up top though. Barrow, look, his HP is very low. He's got the RPGs, 3 left. He's gonna start sending these rockets down to this mid-ground tarp. Deuces, Zed, Snipes, they're gonna be all forced down toward Arkham. But look, we're going up on the side of this mountain. They need to make something happen. They need to, okay, they're just gonna battle it out. Arkham here, the lowest HP, the rocket gonna cover protect himself.
He's in the zone. He's
oh my
God! That was sick. Arkham was so good. While Barrow had the high ground control, everyone funneled into Arkham, and he said, "Welcome, I'm the meat grinder on the bottom. Give me it all. Give me the Elam. Give me the victory royale." And you know what? I'm gonna try and get one of those qualification spots. Brilliantly done from Arkham. 1x there, closing it out with the victory royale and staying savvy. The rocket pressure from the high ground was immense. You're playing in the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifier Finals. There's 2 spots on the line, and you cover yourself the entire time, just knowing you have the zone, knowing you have the pressure. That is intelligent game sense defined right there from the Week 2 duo qualifier. Desperately trying to find a spot as we now cross the halfway mark of the queue times.
I need socks too.
We've just
We're going for a back ride?
Some of the most unbelievable Fortnite action. It's so, I'm so honored to just be here and to just get to hang out with.
Mom and Dad can't even watch the shows because you have to always play Fortnite out here. No, it's not my fault. There's a leak in my room.